I'm never using the word poly again. Dude, holy shit, that was weird as hell. Literally, the day I posted the poly video, we got propositioned for a foursome. And now I have to change the words that I use when I describe our way of life and relationship. Because I understand now, I've met poly people in the culture. And holy fuck, what a doozy, dude. What a fucking doozy. Never mind, I take it back, we're not poly. Not what it is. We're looking for a very specific societal and social structure that just happens to be romantic with 3 people. Just 3. Alder and I usually describe our culture as, like, we relate them to chimps, and when I say our culture, I mean the main mother culture that all of our, like, civilized countries follow. You know what I mean. In our culture, we're much more alike to, if we look at other apes, chimps, chimpanzees are very patriarchal. They live in tribes where males have the most power, and their power structures look a lot like ours right now, in this day. But our culture mirrors chimpanzees' culture in patriarchal values, in lots of war, lots of conflict. If you meet another tribe, you're probably fighting because there's limited resources, because of limited habitat, obviously, just like us, but it's our fault, right? So we tend to kind of liken our culture to, like, the culture of chimps when we're looking at things as, like, other apes' perspectives. Have you ever heard of bonobos? They look really similar to chimps, but they're much lankier, they're a little bit, like, taller, and you can tell that they stretch their arms up like this all the time because they are forest-dwelling creatures. They're also matriarchal. Big difference. How does that change anything? It means that the lowest ranking female still ranks above the highest ranking male. What does that mean? It means they're much less likely to fight because everybody in the forest has enough food. So if you come upon another bonobo tribe, what do? Go to Pound Town, dude. Sex is a fun activity for the bonobos. It is a bonding activity. They are getting down, and good for them. But I met some human bonobos today, like dead ass, like still involved in the culture, but they are not chimps. And neither really am I. I would have described us more bonobos until I met bonobos. And now I think we are interesting intermountain dwelling creatures with our own little customs. But we met the cultural, like, polyamory people right after I made the poly video. It was a targeted thing too. Like, Alder and I are selling firewood. We're having a moment talking about Alder's mom, figuring out how we make money online. I just have to tell her, because she's gonna find one of these YouTube videos at some point, and I really don't want her to, like, just click on one. I really don't. So I'm gonna have to tell her at some point, straight up, we do porn. It's just a fact. That's how we make money. That's how it is monetized. YouTube is not monetizable for a minute, and that's okay. I just don't want you to, like, go and watch YouTube videos or, you know, hear something you don't want to. Also, we have to tell her the poly story, which includes some crazy bullshit for Alder's family. I will not get into that one. We have to talk to family first, dead ass, and then I'll be able to spill our secrets online, and it won't matter. We met human bonobos. We're selling firewood. Just talking to Alder's mom about content. She was literally asking the monetization. We were very vague. It's like, it's coming from everywhere, basically. Our friend Lily does it. And these two, like, it's a young couple, right? I'm like, Alder and I are a young couple. We're 23. This younger-ish looking couple, they look like mid-20s maybe. It's difficult to guess ages. So it's a very targeted thing. The guy comes over to, you know, buy stuff from Alder. The birds are on the table, so of course the girl comes up and is, like, so enamored by the birds. I'm literally having the worst period cramps of my life and just dealing with the, like, Alder's mom situation. So I'm kind of tapped out. I'm not really, like, in the conversation. We're chatting. I proceed to tell her about the, like, Alder's mom situation that just happened. And she basically mentioned that they, like, sell mushrooms and also, like, did porn on the side for many years. So it was like, oh, okay, you understand. We understand. Right, yeah. Alder and the guy get back. They're, like, giggling. Alder's like, we found someone like us. We should go be social. So we give them our contact information. Just in, like, a little drive-by walk around the camp. And then we immediately get invited over to smoke. We're just like, I will take part in it. I love free weed. I can tell the vibes. I can tell that they're, like, definitely, like, looking at us in a way that we're not looking at them. Because I mentioned our ex-girlfriend, and they take that as, like, a green light. But, like, we're down for anything. No. We might do actual porn. So we're in our RV. It's like 11 fucking p.m. I am in the ceiling. I am disassociating. My period cramps are so fucking bad. I've been given a bong for the first time in months. It's just been a pipe for me. High as a fucking kite on the ceiling, watching this happen, watching this man flirt with Alder, watching Alder be slightly unaware until it gets to a certain point where Alder's cinnamon rolls are mentioned, and this guy's like, honey, I'll give you something sweet if you can make me a cinnamon roll. And Alder's like, oh, that's what's happening. Okay. We move on in conversation. They're telling us crazy bullshit. They're telling us, okay, so biggest thing here. These people are white, and they're from Hawaii. Yes. Okay. You see, I don't know if you see, I have no fucking idea what your experiences watching this are, but white people who go to Hawaii hang out on hippie communes with other white people and have no thoughts or anything about the place that they're in. I've never visited Hawaii. I don't plan to because I'm not supposed to be there. I'm also very poor. These people lived on the hippie communes for many years. On an island, they are bonobo island creatures, island freaks, because everybody's down for everything. There is a small pool of young adults, and they all fuck. It's just around in a circle. It's like Glee Club, literally. Fucking a big ass island full of gleeks. They're fucking. Tell me the fuck out, dude. I'm so scared of sexual diseases. I'm so scared of men. That's another thing. Neither Alder or I are into men. Alder gives off massive bi guy energy, but it's just because he's secretly a lesbian. And when I say that, all men are like, oh, it's me too. No, not you fuckers. You don't understand. Alder is a woman in a man's body. He's exclusively attracted to women. He is a woman. Okay, these people also, it is established that they're like 29 and 30. We are 23. That is a big age difference. Our last girlfriend was 26. That was too big of an age difference. Fucking millennial cringe and like incapability to learn to a T. Sorry, babe, if you're watching. I know you're not. You fucking hate me. So these people are older. They've done porn. They've done living on an island, fucking a ton of people. And we're listening to their crazy bullshit rape stories from fucking Hawaii, talking about aliens and shit. Whatever, I'm down for a good story. And we get through like a story, I'm in the ceiling. I feel like the fucking worm Lado from what, Dune Book 4? I feel like the worm in the ceiling, laughing at the situation that we're in because I can tell that somebody's gonna bring up fucking and I'm not ready for it. I know that I'm not ready for it. I'm not ready for the subject to be brought up because like, oh, that's not what we're into. This is not, I need to change the way that I speak about being poly. It's like basically monogamy, but with 3 people. I'm just talking about changing societal structures. I'm not talking about just fucking, you know? So very different things, very different. And we're like all giggling. The alien stories have come to pass. Crazy, like crack mama, dad, FBI agent, bullshit, crazy stories. And then this man goes, alright, well you guys are cute. Would you like to participate in what I call some happy hump time? And Alder just goes, and I'm like transported from my little ceiling camera spot back into my body just to answer and be like, oh, we've never been in this situation before. And then I trail off because I'm thinking about a billion different things and laughing that this happened in this specific day. On the day that I post or then make the fucking poly video, I get told, oh, you have to use different cultural words because people will not understand you. People will just think you're a different cultural aspect. And that's not what it is. I'm trying to break the culture, not just be a different little piece in it. What a fucking lesson to learn. Like, I got it. I did it. I'm learning. I understand. But oh my god, that was so fucking funny. So we're like, I trail off. Just like, we've never been in this situation, which, you know, to them is like, oh, you guys just need a little loosening up. No, you didn't even ask. You didn't ask what we were into. You literally heard that, like, we're going through something right now. Nothing. It's just like, oh, you guys are poly. You guys are into that. Yeah, but we're not into like sex with random strangers, especially when you brought up like the names of like 7 different fucking sexual diseases that I don't even know personally. Ooh. No. So it's extra funny because like I literally do porn. This shouldn't be this crazy. We make it out of this situation. We get home and I'm just like, you can tell that when we're like saying goodbye, they like hug us like a lot. It's a lot. It's so much energy. It is so much energy. And we get back to our little RV and I just like get back to my blanket. I'm just holding Bubbles and like holding my blanket being like, oh my god, just like, there's just so much. And I couldn't describe it to Alder until this morning. I figured out that this was a big, specific, like, learning test for me to realize that I can't use the same cultural words because it means different things, and I'm not a part of that culture. I'm not. I am something different. That is the whole reason that we're starting this. So I have to be very specific with my language because things start with different language. You can't just co-opt what's been done before. So new familial structures is how I will describe it. Poly by chance, because that is what the cultural word is, but it's not that. And specifically for me with sex, like, I'm only having sex with someone that I think that I'm going to have like future children with. That is, porn aside, you guys aren't involved watching. You get to just see us. I'm still like been Alder and one other person. Same for Alder, me and one other person that we had sex with together, and that was after dating them for 2 months, like long distance. We like thought that this was going to be kind of a, you know, forever thing. Talked about kids and future and stuff, and it turns out that they just have had like a thing for Alder since Alder was a minor, basically. I'll tell that story at some fucking point. We have to tell his mom first. Wish me luck. Wish me luck. To be propositioned for just like happy, fun, you know, whatever sex, because this is what these people are into. They're island little freaks. They're here for a good time, not a long time. They're just going for it. But the thing is, when you're like that, you ruin any sort of like potential for a real relationship. Like this man basically was saying like, oh, ideally we'd have like 10 to 12 people caravanning and we'd all be fucking. It's like, whoa, 10 to 12 people is like my max for my tribe and we are not all fucking. I'm okay, I'm so happy for you, but like, it's not going to work out if all you do, if every relationship you come into, you proposition them for sex immediately. That's not the vibe that we were giving off. We gave off so many vibes that if you were actually fucking listening, we're not into it. And now we can't even be friends because it's uncomfortable. They invited us over for dinner like that same night. So we kind of had to say yes because we're in their house currently. And then like the next day, I'm fucking cramping. We went to bed at like midnight or maybe 1 a.m. much later than we normally do, and I wake up at like fucking 6 a.m. exactly because of course I can't sleep, whatever. Miserable the whole day. I don't get to work, I don't get to fucking do the shit that I needed to do. We live here. I know that people camping here are camping here for fun, but we fucking live here because this is our job. This is where we live. We can't get away from you. We're not like just vibing, carefree bonobos. I'm a mountain creature. I have different customs. So these people who desperately want connection, you can fucking tell, are literally ruining their chances of connection because they're just propositioning sex first. And like, whoa. I know that sex is a super casual thing, and literally we like went to their house again went to their RV campsite, whatever, for dinner. And like vibes were obviously like, we got there and Alder was like, oh, we can't stay long, Ava's having like a really hard period and I have night chores that I have to do because I didn't get to do them last night. And immediately they were like, oh. But like while we're talking, we got asked one question about ourselves on how we met, and then it was like, do you want to hear another crazy story? And it was like, well, not really. I want to go home to bed, but I live here and this is kind of like decided while I was asleep, so I'm here. I wanted to take a shower, and now I'm not taking a shower until the next morning, and now I'm not taking a shower until I'm telling you guys about these fucking people. Whoa! We're back at their RV. They made us dinner. Wonderful. We brought tea so we could leave when the tea was gone. So we had an excuse. And at some point, the guy just goes, oh yeah, I, had like a really casual, I realized I had like a really casual view of sex. And then proceeded to like tell us like multiple stories of people like basically when he first got to Hawaii, like having sex like around him and he was into it. Like, bro, what the fuck? Like, that's great for you. Awesome. Are you still trying to do something? And there was no questions about us. It was just like, obviously we weren't like reciprocating. Alder was like, things are different when you're on an island. And they both like laughed hysterically, uncomfortably, because it was like, oh, yeah, things are fucking different. We're not on an island. We could have been friends if you weren't like fucking weird about it, but now we literally can't be friends because I see the way that you're looking at Alder. And like, this was targeted, right? The fucking girl was into me. The guy's into Alder. Alder doesn't like men. Alder is not into men. He is just as freaked out about, well, no, he's not freaked out about masculine energy. He can deal with it just fine. I'm freaked out about masculine energy. I don't live with that shit. It is freaky. I'm so happy. Yeah, I was gonna tell him that, you know, Alder and I have only literally had sex with each other and one other person. But I didn't want them to take it as like, oh, you just need somebody more experienced. Because, like, no, you didn't ask what we were into. We make it seem like we're, like, you know, have a very specific thing. Because it is. It's not just being poly. It's this very specific shape that we're looking for. I want a familial structure that has me and another woman and Alder. That is technically polyamory. It does not mean we are polyamorous in the way that these people are polyamorous. I have learned my lesson. I'm going to start describing it as like monogamy with 3 people and like as a different societal structure, and kind of shrug when people say polyamorous, because it's like, yeah, but we had a bad experience with me using that word, so I'm not going to anymore. Specifically, I wanted to make this video because those kinds of people, while it's great, I'm not judging you, I'm not saying you can't do it. It's just I can see where you'll never make other relationships because it's specifically about sex. And if they're not down for sex, you just ruin that. Even if they are down for sex, what if it's not good? What if it doesn't last? Like, they're talking about like caravanning and stuff, and it's like, I'm not willing to get into that situation until we've been friends for a really long time, let alone you asking me for sex literally the same day we meet. That is so much. You can't make a new culture when you're just like testing people out like that, and if they immediately fail, we could have been friends. We could have genuinely actually been friends, but instead this weird situation is happening where we can tell that they want to fuck us. They think that it's just a matter of time because I've used this word. They haven't even asked what we're into. They don't know that Alder's not into men. You can tell that it's specifically a situation where the guy is like, I think for men like that, there's a specific, like, it's almost like a fetish at some point where they just really want other males who desire other males in the same, like, really intensive way because they have a straight relationship already. They're kind of seen as straight culturally in society and such, and that's not what they feel. So it's like when there's an opportunity or a chance to prove or experience that again, they like full send go into it, and they're males, so they're very sex focused. And like, oh my god, Alder just has muscles and a dick. He might as well be like the prettiest little fucking girl in a big ass meat suit. Like, that's my princess. Don't talk to her like that. And everyone always assumes that he's also into men. Like, we've had many men in my like time with Alder, and he's had it a lot before he even really understood what was happening, because he's just like, he gives off that vibe. He just mirrors. He's very personable and charismatic, and if you're taking that as like flirting, you're gonna think he's flirting back, but he's just vibing. He's just here doing the thing that you're doing. So like, I guess I'm not retitling that video because it's real and good, but when I talk to people, I will not be using that word anymore. I will be describing it in a different way in social societal structures. If anyone asks, we are not down for one night stands. We are not swingers. That is terrifying of a concept. I am not into men. I have space in my heart for one more lovely lady, and that is it. I'm a lesbian through and through. Oh my god, dude. Oh my fucking god. I think I'm gonna take a shower now. I've been talking for like 30 minutes. Oh, also they had a dog, and I'm fucking allergic to dogs. I was breaking out the whole time. I was terrified I was like bleeding through on their fucking couch. Just wanted to go home. And then it was like, do you guys want to fuck? No! What do you mean? Bro, I want to go home. I want to take a shower. I smell like rotting blood. I haven't had a period in 2 fucking months. I smell like rotting dead shark. No, I don't want to fuck. And also, no, Alder doesn't want to fuck. Oh, also they extended their stay, so they're still here. Oh my god. I feel like mildly defiled. They need a girlfriend. So do we. But anyways, I'm gonna go take a shower. Would love to hear your thoughts on this crazy ass shit. That was insane. Anyways, I'm gonna go take a shower now. Bye.